speaker, Mr. Milan Ganatra. Milan is an inspiration. He is a CA who started not just one, but two fintech companies. His first venture was named as the number one private banking solution provider for 4 years in a row. And it has attracted a customer base of over 4 lakh users. He's not just a CA or an entrepreneur, but he is also an advisor, an investor, and a board member. By themselves, each of these achievements are worth applauding. But when you hear about how he started and where he started from, I guarantee your jaws will drop open. I'm so tempted to reveal the suspense, but Milan would be the best person to take you on a quick jog down his memory lane or his life journey. The stage is all yours, Milan. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, Jinal, and good morning to all you girls. I hope you are able to hear me loud and clear. Yeah, so great. Thank you, Jinal, for this overwhelming introduction. I just want you guys to kind of hear a bit of my story and probably learn something out of it. And possibly, I'm sure it will give you the spirit to fight it out and so on. So I was a young boy, and unfortunately, when I was 2 years old, my father developed a disease called retinitis pigmentosa, which is actually an eye disease where he actually lost his eyesight and he became actually blind. And he was a lawyer, making bringing my childhood completely into darkness, because when your father is blind, and he's not actually historically blind, but when he turns blind, he has no skills to really adopt to being a blind. So that was a very difficult phase of my life, and obviously that brings down to lots of pressure on the family to make sure that you meet your ends. I mean, it's very difficult to meet your ends, and which is where post my 10th standard, my father told me that, hey bacha, I can pay you only for your first term of your fees, the rest you got to take care of yourself. And my heart was really broken, and the only thing which I could do based on my the education and my scores was to become a newspaper vendor. And I lost my childhood, I would say, very early days. Obviously, once you get into college, you have the dream to kind of have fun, have your best time of your life, which actually brought me to being a newspaper vendor. And I was dropping newspapers door to door. Post that, I joined the college. All my friends were fairly rich. It brings you under immense pressure, peer pressure. I hope some of you guys can understand. And I hope none of you guys go through this situation. In case you are, don't worry. There are brighter things in life to look forward to. And I was always looking for a better job. So being into college, I got into a brokerage firm, a financial services firm, I would say, and as an office boy. And I was working there, trying to do photocopying. I don't know whether you guys have heard about a machine called telex, sweep the floor, do everything. So I'm sure there are things which you've not heard of. And this was a very large financial services firm. They used to lease out machines. PCs were unheard of. And this is, I'm talking about way back in 1988, while I was just 16, just finished 16 years of my age, getting into 17 years. Although legal, I mean, technically it was illegal for anybody to get employed, but the firm was good enough for me to employ as an office boy. And uh, and the company was into leasing, stockbroking, all financial services activities. And they had leased out PCs to some lessees, 3 PCs. At the time, there was no hard drive, I mean, it's a very different world, okay? So it leased out 3 PCs to a firm, and that firm was not able to pay lease installments. It's like taking something on EMI, and the EMI was not being paid by that company. And my company brought those PCs, and my boss was kind enough to say, "Hey, bacha, can you try, you want to learn something? I think there is a potential in you. Try learning with the PC which is being given to you." And I tried doing things, and they were into financial services. So I tried using a lot of software, made several mistakes, and which is what really brought me into my first commandment, and which is saying, when you can make newer mistakes, why repeat old ones? So that's really etched into my mind so permanently. And I keep telling all my folks, guys, it's okay to make mistakes, but don't repeat the old ones. God will also not forgive you if you keep repeating the same mistakes. So I was handed over that PCs. Obviously, as a kid, I got attracted to playing games, and my boss called me up saying, if you want to play games until 6 p.m., which don't make any sound. And that really hurt me so badly, saying, my boss is so kind enough, and I should not play games. So from that day until today, I have avoided playing games completely, so that I can remain focused on what I'm trying to do. I'm not saying you guys should not play games. I'm just saying, while you're working, make sure that you guys are immensely focused. Is like, I remember my mother in my childhood used to say, "Work while you work, play while you play." That means while you're working, don't get defocused. Just keep focused on your work. So this is my lesson number two, which I really learned. Uh, and actually kind of started working on that PC, build a lot of software for that company, and really understood the financial services world very, very well. And I'm sure you guys would have uh, actually watched this series of Harshad Mehta, and I was part of the Harshad Mehta scam, and learned another lesson, very importantly, that people buy and sell and make investments, and they don't know when and how to book profit. So I've been constantly been a great learner of uh, uh, finance field, because I'm extremely fascinated with the accounts and financial world. And I think it's the amazing world which can actually do wonders, because I think managing your finances are equally important of managing your health. So which is where I keep saying, health and wealth both are extremely critical, and which is where I went on to build a software which is helpful to most of the people to manage their own investments and wealth. So that was another learning which I really got out of the Harshad Mehta scam, saying, hey, why don't you kind of build tools, because you may not be the best financial services guy, but you could use your skills to really make sure that you really help people and the world to kind of manage their money much, much, much better. And today, the software which I have created has been has been used by the finest institutions in this country, which is India. I've sold
Um,
my, yes,
yeah, Milan, we are just in the interest of time, we have about 2 minutes more.
I know, got it. Thank you.
Thought I'd let you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Thanks for reminding, Jinal. So my journey really started being part of the financial world. Uh, have loved being part of the financial world. Loved using technology to really translate all my ideas of the financial world into this. So worked with finance institutions in this country and globally in around more than 28 countries. Always tell you is, all the time is short. There are lovely lot of stories which I have, but I want to give you some insights to it. Guys, always be truthful to yourself. Always be ready to change. Don't ever say that I cannot change myself. This is an habit. Uh, you can always give away bad habits, and never set goals. Set a habit to win. That's a very important thing. Very important thing is to keep having habits to win. uh, don't try to change anyone. Keep change. I mean, you can change always yourself, so for your betterment. And I would wish all you guys all the best. You guys are in amazing field. Financial services is the future, and I wish you all guys all the best. Yeah, thank you, Gina.
Milan, one
Yeah.
thing, just if you can explain very quickly, you have about 1.5 minutes more. about commerce, like how commerce has kind of, it has potential, and how you married that with technology, and that's how it's kind of works.
Yeah,
You have
so
one hour,
today,
one, yeah.
yeah, thanks, Jinal, for this. So the question is, as I told you, commerce is the most important. It's the backbone for any business. Okay, and backbone to kind of, kind of how do you really manage your money. I think these are very very important aspects, and it has, we believe it has, I personally believe it has a great future, because everything is around money, and managing commerce is a very important thing. Obviously there are things which you can use commerce to really do it better. So I use technology, I mean, I use my commerce knowledge on my finance knowledge to build technology for it, and that was the key to it. So you can use your commerce knowledge for doing several things, and technology is one of the aspects. But you can be a leader, a CEO of any company. I think finance and commerce are the pillars to any business. So it's very important that, and technology is not everything, guys. Very important is your knowledge of commerce is extremely important. Yeah, Jinal, I hope I answered the
Yeah.
question and I'm within the time
Yes,
limits. I'm mindful of your
exactly.
time.
So my timer just beeped and
Okay.
stopped. So thank you so
Yeah.
much,
Thank you.
Milan.
Yeah. And all
Yeah.
the best to you guys, and wish you all the luck.
Yes, thank you so much, Milan. Thank you so much, because whatever you said, it was amazing to listen to your journey. It doesn't matter what your starting point is. What
Correct.
matters is the journey that you have been on throughout your life. And as you said that commerce is important. Now, because this is a commerce conclave, I wanted to highlight that fact that domain expertise is needed. Not everything is about technology. Use technology to help you improve your
Correct.
domain specialty,
Correct.
but it's not just about that. So thank you
Absolutely
so
right.
much.
All the best to you guys and wish
Thank
you all
you.
the luck.